got them everywhere. We are going to fix a network. One of my favorites. When I wanted to be a hacker, when I was, starting out in the IT world, networking, you had to know inside and outside of it. And network has been my forte ever since. I think I started since I was like 16 years old, around there, knowing about networks. So 14 years later, we are here. Today we are going to be doing a network segmentation. And that basically means a separation of network. It's going to be fairly simple because it's going to be running off of two different firewalls, two different internet service providers. So it's going to be, but it's the same location. I'm going to have to figure out the IP tables, the IP range that we're going to use. All that fun stuff is going to be ready for me as soon as we get there. But first, gotta stop by because I haven't had any coffee yet. So stop by, get some coffee, pick up my tech who's gonna help me, and we're gonna go and start this repair. Let's get it done. All right. We got what we need. Let's go install it. Let's say hi to these people first. Keep going. Fala, Lucy. Tudo bem, e você?
Oi.
Daqui é a Rebeca.
Tudo bem, tá certo.
Right. Oof. Hey.
God.
So we need to make space. So we're gonna need to bring that guy up and that one up. So we have more space. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. Oh, good. All right, so I originally set this up about 2 years ago. And so far, we're looking good. We are gonna have to create more space. So we're gonna bring these two up here so they're flush. And then we gotta see if the internet service provider is gonna replace this or if we're keeping the same one. And then we're gonna add the controller right underneath. Let's go. So one thing I always tell my clients is that we don't build for what you have today, we build for where you're going. So originally I installed a 9U network rack here, and it was a little bigger than what they needed at the time, but thankfully that extra planning actually paid off. All I had to do was rearrange the spacing on some of the equipment. Look at all still labeled in the back. We couldn't write what's going on here, but we just use the software to define what they are. So that's always better.
Tá bom pra você?
Tá. O que eu vou fazer? Alright, so we move this one up first. Next we're gonna move this one up. And then we'll have space to add the controller. Before putting everything back together, I wanted to clean up some of that dust that have built up on the switch over time. Because even though the network rack isn't technically in the body shop itself, dust just has a way of finding its way everywhere. This is just a utility closet, and while having a dedicated space for networking equipment is a huge advantage, it is not a sealed environment. So it's one of those small details that doesn't usually cause an immediate problem, but keeping equipment clean helps with airflow, cooling, and long-term reliability. If I'm already in the rack, might as well leave it a little bit better than I found it, right? Now we have this space, and we can add the Dream Machine Pro right here. I'm gonna have to just rewire this real quick.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so let's set this up so we can install it. Now we can space.
Remember, we're isolating the internet from the rest of the building. So with this UniFi controller, we'll be able to do just that. There we are. All right, so we got 4 screws on this side, power socket, and then 4 screws on this side. And then we're good. I personally love using UniFi equipment overall, and this Dream Machine is actually going to give us the centralized management we're looking for, and is also going to give us better visibility into the network and a platform that's easy to scale as the business grows. Once the internet service provider is hooked up, it'll go directly into this. Here we go. Before I bring it over to the rack, I've got to set up these rack ear mounts. And could I do this with a regular screwdriver? Absolutely. Am I using a power drill anyways? Also, absolutely. Is it necessary? Not even a little bit. Okay. This is ready to go.
All right, so we're gonna put these cage screws in. I hate putting these things on. Did that? Y'all have a trick to put this on easily? But it was not fun. Okay, got it too. And some people put it up and down, other people put side to side. I'll put side to side for this one.
You ever done any kind of networking, you know, cage nuts? These little metal clips that goes into the square holes are just a nightmare. Everybody hates them. And I swear, no matter how many racks I work on, these things still fight back every single time. So my question is there a best way to install these cage nuts? Or do I just have to wrestle with them and hope for the best every single time? So we got that. Now we can put it in here. I am trying not to disrupt their network. So I'm working around the existing cables until the ISP comes and changes out their stuff. And then we can shut down the network and clean this up. But for now, this will do. Okay. So let's see if we can fit this. Nope, not gonna. Yeah, no. That means we're gonna have to do this real quick again. Sorry, guys. Boop. Yeah. There we go. And then quickly put it right back. That's for their server.
No honores.
Alright, while we have that here, let me route the power cable to the back. There's like no room to work with in here. At least there's a dedicated closet for this, even though they're using it as a utility closet. If you want to come around, we have this is our network closet. This is the Comcast thing right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to change it or if you just need to activate it.
You guys are only have phone, right? Right now?
Yeah, we just need to have internet.
I'm trying to. Yeah, that modem doesn't quite support what you're looking to get.
Okay.
They're also adding a cradle point. I don't know if they even
Okay.
told you about
No.
that. Do you know what a cradle point is?
Is it like the 5G?
Yeah, that would be great if it was 5G. It's
Okay.
4G.
Okay, 4G. Okay.
But yeah, it's a separate device
Yes.
that you can plug into or connect to wirelessly
Mhm.
if you so choose.
Okay.
But that's what I mean. So you put it underneath wherever you want to plug it.
Yeah. Probably gonna put it on top.
I was just finishing putting this guy on right here. Sure. And then I can leave you to. Actually, I can just take it off if you want. And
That might be it, because if that's you want the modem underneath it.
Yeah, well, it's gonna replace this one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you're going to 1.2 gigs, that only goes up to 1 gig.
Yeah. So yeah. So you're gonna. Is it the same way, like sideways, or is it the big?
Yeah, this is the second generation of that modem, so it's roughly the same size. It looks a little different, but it's
Okay,
that size.
that's fine. As long as it's not the retail one, the big.
The white one.
Yeah, the white ones. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's the same. You can tell it's like basically just the second generation of it, same size.
Cool. So I'll take this out. I was just getting ready to install it, so I'll take this back out. You have more room to work with.
Yeah, I'll just pull it out, put the new one in, activate the phone again,
Yep.
and then the modem will basically activate.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll be back on.
Yep. Put it there. All right. So let's see what he has to do first, and then we'll continue right after.
Like a celebrity over
I'm everywhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I try to film for my YouTube channel.
I was gonna say YouTube channel.
Yeah, and we're doing a lot of projects, so trying to get the word out there, All right, so while you do that, I'm gonna go to the front and we're gonna install this access point for the other client in the front.
Não, come não, bicho. Só fica instalar Wi-Fi agora do outro lado. Que isso? Colocar no YouTube, rapaz. Quer assistir?
Ó, o cara aí. E aí?
Como é que tá? Uma recorda? Fazendo uma reunião aí? Fechou, viu? Beleza.
Beleza, deixa eu ir lá. We gotta figure out which one of these cables is going to the other side. So I can come here and I can see right here, number 3 is the switch for over there. So let's take out number 3 and put it as a Wi-Fi access point. But it's very dirty, so glove up. Like I mentioned, there's the switch and then the firewall. This is what we're installing on the other side. This is what separates and can configure the network. So this is going bye-bye. That was number 3. Yep. And then I'm gonna set this up somewhere up here. Now I know you're looking at the spider web of wires, but this is what most places look like. Not everybody has the budget to be able to do a very nice setup. So whatever the wire setup is when we get there, we don't complain. We just get the job done. We make things work. And if they decide they want to reorganize this in the future, we'll always do that. This to the main here. And then we'll make sure we put in a PoE on the other side so we get power to this as well. So right now this is just connected. The other side just lost internet. And let's make sure that this is working and their network is working. We're gonna set up the new network first, and then we'll get to work on the other stuff. So that's it for now. All right, so now we're back. The internet service provider, Comcast, has now installed their system, and we can now put our own. So let me show you. Well, they put in a new router / modem. We're just gonna take the internet out of this and feed it to this guy, and this is what's gonna feed the entire building that we already set up. So let's get this mounted. There we go. This one comes with a power lock, which is great. So, this up here. One. Two, three. He's gonna go up here. So now we have that installed. So now we just need to grab a cable that goes from here to there, and then from here to here. And this is also needs to go to number 4. Now what I'm connecting here is basically the Wi-Fi antenna that was on the other side. I wanted to make sure it has PoE on this side.
Great.
Let's see if it's... Now this part is what makes everything work. I gotta get the internet service provider hooked up to their network. Now all I really want from the internet service provider is their signal. Everything else is gonna be handled by our equipment. So all I need to do is plug in from their modem over to the firewall or the Dream Machine, and that's how we get it done. Once the connection is made, then all I need to do is finish the setup process and they're back up and going. And then I need another one, a little one, this guy. It's gonna go from 1 to 2. But let me set this up first. What I'm connecting there is the firewall to the switch. And the switch is what I call a distributor. It distributes what rules you set on the firewall over to the entire network. All right, I'm gonna set this up and I'll be right back. All right, so we started setting it up, but it did a speed test fail. And if I try it again, it's gonna do the same thing. So it's detecting that it is from Comcast, but no speeds are available. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to check out if I can connect directly to the router here and seeing if I get the same thing or if I can skip this part. So let me grab my laptop. I just want to test a pure connection directly from the modem of the internet service provider. And if I can get some kind of download speeds or upload speeds, then I at least know that it's working, and it might be something that's wrong with the firewall. Otherwise, there's something very wrong with the modem. So what I'm going to be checking for here is if I can get an IP address assigned to my machine, and I'm going to be running a speed test as well to see if there's any kind of connection whatsoever being made. And then once I determine that there is something coming in, then I can go to the next step. IP check. It's grabbing an IP. 10.1.10. Jesus, that is horrible. My goodness. Come on, keep going. Okay, so that's probably why it failed. Wasn't enough juice. So that's fine. We'll connect it again, try it again, and hopefully we can get something. If not, we'll set it all up and then we'll call and have them restart the line. My only hope here is that those tiny little speeds that we got would be enough to start the setup. Internet connected. All right, let's try it again. Nothing. So let's just skip it and see if it'll set up, if it'll finish the setup process. If it does, great. If not, we'll restart it. We'll check back in a couple minutes. All right, so we were able to set it up, and it's looking like we do have some internet going through. I'm gonna do another speed test right now, see if we get anything. I doubt it, but something. Connecting. Nothing. I'm gonna do it outside of it, see if we get something. Nothing. So let me just configure this, and then we can restart it. So we want to create a new internet 1, yes sir, then manual DHCP, yep, networks, leave, auto scale, yep, and again, this is all pre-configuration before the network actually works. Perfect. Now we can plug this guy in and see if it'll auto adopt or if we have to reset it. Nada, cacete. Nada. All right. So what I want to attempt to do now is basically reset the modem and see if we get something new after a power cycle, and see if it'll just renew the connection with the proper speeds. Like, they're paying for over 1,000 megabits or a gigabit of speed. They have 1.2 gigs of speed, and right now we're getting 0.01% of that at like 10 megabytes, or like 1% of that. So yeah, let's see what we can do to get this working again. We're gonna probably have to call Comcast, get them to send a new fresh signal, and then we can finish up the rest. I'm gonna reset the switch, so let me reset it now. You should see it turn off. There it is. And then this system can adopt it. All right, so after we called Comcast, we love their AI lady. They reset the router, so let's check how it does now. Yeah, a lot better. What's up? Fala. Pode falar.
Mas já?
Já o quê?
Colocou a internet?
Sim, agora só.
Agora que eu não
Agora que deu um break.
terminei as coisas lá fora, agora eu vou dar uma sentada, descansar, mas...
Pode descansar, que eu ainda tenho que fazer o Wi-Fi.
Não, mas o computador...
Mas o computador já tá ligado, sim. E o servidor acabou de voltar também. Ai, ai. So now we're gonna just update the controller, the firewall. We already adopted the switch, so everything's in the same network. Comcast Business is calling back, so let's see what they say. Hello?
Hello, this is Comcast Business calling you back to follow up on your device reset. Please press 1 if your equipment is working now. If it is not... Great. Thanks for being a Comcast Business customer. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So there you go. We got this done, and now we have online. People are already starting to work again. That was about 45 minutes of downtime, because we had to troubleshoot the internet. Otherwise it would have been 30 minutes like we had originally planned. The other thing that we got to do is we got to reset all the Wi-Fi access points. They're gonna work, but we can't manage them until we reset them again. So we're gonna see if we have access to them. If not, we can schedule a time to come back and do that. But this is all set. We're just gonna clean up a little bit, take these things out. Everything's all set in here, and now we're just gonna clean up, and that's it. Job well done. All right, we just reset this one. The white light coming through now. That means it's getting ready to be adopted, and then we can configure this one next. So this is gonna be for the upstairs neighbors for this side, and the network underneath me is now separate for the other business that's gonna be down here. Maybe they'll want us to come in and clean all this up. I doubt it, but at least it's all working. So I'll put this right here, and we can go back. Actually, let me see if I can detect it already. One device ready, pending adoption. Adopt device. Device adopted. So now I can configure the Wi-Fi for this as well. Wi-Fi on this side, all set. All right. Wi-Fi is all set everywhere, and everybody back online. Printers are working, so let's just make sure everybody's good, and then we can go. So let's head out. All set? Everybody happy? No. Abre um ticket. Abre um ticket. Ensina ela como é que abre um ticket. Ela não sabe não. Tá lembrado não. Foi outra secretária, tá vendo? Outra contadora, tá vendo? Tá vendo? É só isso. Sim, por isso que eu falo. Mas testou tudo. Tá acessando. De boas. Moderno. Moderno. Beleza, Japa?
Alô, meu jovem.
Tudo 100%?
Valeu. Muito bem.
Beleza. Qualquer coisa, dá um grito.
Tchau, gente.
That's it. So, they're all satisfied. Everybody's working good. Now is almost 4 p.m. We can stop for lunch. And anybody in the Massachusetts area needs any kind of services, hit us up, messages. We'll go straight to you, do the same thing. Hope you get the best level of service. All right? Till next time.